It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is Japanese Rail Sim 3D Journey to Kyoto on the Nintendo 3DS. I'm doing something I don't normally do, which is showing you both screens. I may zoom into the top screen later, but for the moment it is relevant. There is stuff on the bottom screen that you kind of need to see to get the gist of what's going on in the game. It is what it says it is, kind of. It's a Japanese rail simulator. You have stuff down here that frankly, meh, you don't really need to see. I can't be bothered to show you. If you're really fussed about it, buy the game, because guess what, at the moment at least, this costs a whole £1. You got two main modes. One which you play the game step by step and it scores you as you drive to each station, and one where you take the whole journey all in one go and it scores you as you go, which whoops, excuse me while I knock the camera. I haven't tried that mode yet. We're just going to have a go at this. First of all, I can't see my controls. That's problematic. Yeah, get on with it. It tells you a load of stuff which I can't be bothered to read at the moment. Train's brake has 7 notches, blah blah blah. Yep, get on with it. Basically, you drive along in your train. Yay. You got to wait for the doors to close. I'm going to ease off my brake while I'm sitting here. That's your brake there. And you control that with your A and B buttons. And in a minute, this here, the door light will light up, which means the doors are closed. And when they close, you turn off the brakes and turn on the accelerator. Come on, please get on with it. There we go, now we can go. There are speed limits in the various places along the track, and you mustn't exceed them. Knowing what those speed limits are requires you to pay attention, which I don't always do. You got your speedo just here. It took me a while to work. Oh dear. You lose marks for going too fast. I don't know what my speed limit was just then. It's now 45. Is that kilometers or miles per hour? Not sure. Let's go a bit quicker. You have to get to a station within a certain time. Basically, it's all about juggling your accelerator and your brakes to be going the right speed in the right places. And then slowing down at the right amount when you approach a station, which is all well and good, but it does mean you wind up looking at the bottom screen more than the top screen. The top screen is pretty, it's got all the nice scenery and stuff, but you wind up spending all your time looking at your speedometer and stuff, and this bit here which tells you how quickly you've got to brake before you overshoot the station. You've got to stop at a certain point right by that red there, and it scores you on how close to where you're meant to stop you are and how on time you are. I'm 8 seconds early and 41 centimeters short of the mark, and it gave me a B. And when it does that, if you score A, it gives you 2 documents. I'll show you what that means in a minute. If you score B, it gives you 1. It's given me 2 documents. We'll have a look at those. Yay, it's given me this. It's a piece of information about a Japanese train. Yay. And if you're really into Japanese trains, you'll be thrilled. It doesn't add anything to the game that I can tell, it just gives you information about trains in Japan. And it's given us this document about something else. Dr. Kamai's residence. It's a minute walk from Kayama Station. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I think I've looked at this one before actually. So I've probably got something else new here that I'm not aware of, perhaps. Don't know. These are all documents that I've earned for doing reasonably well whilst driving me train. Whoop-de-doo. and we go on to the next one. Oh, didn't really want to do that. You can, which button is it? Is that you can get rid of all the internal view type stuff. Ah, someone on a push bike just over there on the left. We didn't get to run them over. There's a shame. I mean, this is just video footage, and it speeds up the... oh, I'm doing the wrong bloody... I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I was putting the brakes on instead of the accelerator. You know, it just speeds up the video as you make your train go faster, and that's really all it is. It's not... You can't look at it from different angles or whatever, but it's nice. And the 3D effect on it is adequate. Stop a... What? What? Oh dear. Now I'm... people on push bikes approaching crossings like that, I just want to run them over. Yeah, 7 centimeters short. Oh yeah, 30 seconds late. Shocking. That is it. And as far as I can tell, I have only encountered one track. I think I'm missing something because I seem to remember reading about like driving at night and other things that I haven't seen yet. I'm going to move the camera so I can zoom in on the scenery so you can get a better look at that. Bear with me. Here we go then. Easing off the brakes and waiting for the doors to close. You get different features within the game, like hills. You go uphill and downhill and you've got to keep your speed within a certain range, and corners where you know you can't go too fast because you will, I would say you will crash, but it's disappointing in that you don't crash. You just get a penalty, knocks 5 points off you or something like that. Which is a shame. It would be nice to see the train go round the corner and tip over and kill many passengers and stuff like that. But there is nothing like that. It's just this video that goes either faster or slower depending on how fast you're going. I'm just going to hell with it. Let's just whack it up to full speed and see what happens. Approaching station. Yeah, I'm approaching station. I'm going to be doing about 60 by the time I reach it, maybe. Watch your entry speed. Yeah, you should always watch your entry speed. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it just that. So, that is the game, basically. It's barely a game, if I'm honest. It's got novelty value. I think for £1 I don't regret buying it just to see what it was, and it's kind of amusing in its utter nerdishness. If you're into Japanese trains, I mean my dad was a train spotter, so I grew up around trains, and though I am by no means a train spotter, I have a certain liking for some types of train. And things like this, they have an odd appeal, but it's not really a game, and it's not really a simulator. I mean, you've got the accelerator and the brake, and you've just got to control your speed, and you can play the whole game just looking at the bottom view, just looking at the speedometer and the accelerator and the brake. And in fact, you have to spend a lot of time looking at those things and not looking at the nice bit, which is the scenery. So in that sense, you could play, you could get all of the gameplay of this game on a ZX81, or maybe even a pocket calculator if it was programmable. It's very, very limited. But for £1, it's worth having a play with, I think, just just for the geek value, nerd value if you prefer. Yeah, but it's not one you'd spend a lot of time with, I think. I completed the whole track. Now, unless there are more tracks, unless I've missed something, and I may have, because it wouldn't be the first time, I completed like one end to the other in about 20 minutes. Yeah, that is that. I've forgotten what it's called already. It's whatever I said at the start. Okay, thank you for watching.
Now see here, there's this Benway chap who's paid me lots of money to tell you you should subscribe. So, you know, if you feel like it, I don't care. Bend over more like. Ha!